You can buy in Redfur, or you can buy from me to save some...
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. Tell her, Gobani. Ah, such a shameful misunderstanding. Please, tell this guard you saw the thief that ran through here. You wouldn't want to see an innocent Khajiit spend the night in the stocks. This honorable and, if I may say so, very sleek guard has mistaken me for a common sugar thief. Please, help me clear up this misunderstanding. Hush, Gobani. If you don't have anything constructive to say, don't say anything.
Surely this scoundrel is lying. I chased him here on my own 2 legs. He was only out of sight for a flick of the tail.
You saw the thief, yes? Or smelled him, perhaps? He was quite filthy. This one will be scrubbing the stench of him out of his clothes for a week at least.
Surely this scoundrel is lying. I chased him here on my own 2 legs. He was only out of sight for a flick of the tail. Of course not. There was no other thief. Not that it matters. Our sticky-fingered friend here has already stashed the moon sugar he stole. I don't suppose you saw where. Then my paws are tied. No evidence means no theft, even if Chandra is 3 months' worth of moon sugar poorer. In any case, thank you. Jode's chariot appreciates your honesty. We keep the peace here in Redfur, making it safe for traders on their way to and from Eldenroot. We spend most of our time catching thieves. Return what they stole and put them in the stocks to think about what they've done. We don't hold them for long, but they usually get the message, or become better thieves. Honestly, thieves are good for business. They keep the market fluid and stop too much wealth from accumulating in one place. Until recently, Shanra would rather deal with thieves than with Thalmor bureaucrats. A reputation for being easy on thieves tends to attract thieves. The newer thieves don't give back to the people. They leave town and take their stolen goods with them. That's no good for anyone. Chandra may have to step in. He leads the Redfur trading coster. Every merchant who passes through Redfur pays him a small stipend to conduct business here. They expect a certain amount of protection from thieves in return. Jode's chariot maintains order in his name.
Well, that was surprising. At least she is gone now, right, Gobani? That was a clever approach, telling that guard the truth. She wasn't expecting that, was she? Still, I guess that's one way of looking at it. Let's say I circumvented the market. I found the price the merchant was charging unacceptable, so I set my own. What does the merchant have to complain about? His belly is full. If they are not fed, Gobani and her sisters become most unruly. Were it not for the hollow moon, they would have eaten me whole when I arrived in Redfur. Some call them thieves, but that's such an impolite term. The Hollow Moon's work is charitable by nature. They procure things for people who can't afford them, yes? Here, take this token to the ruined temple and see for yourself. Gobani and I know when we have outstayed our welcome, yes? A night in the stocks might not be as bad as losing a paw, but all the same.
Back of the line, Bugnose. I was here first.
Hungry. So hungry. A sweet cake would be nice. Candied mammoth tail swinging in sparkle syrup. Honey fly bisque over a comb the size of my head. Oh, I can almost taste it.
Have you heard the story of the shipwrecked Argonian? He swam from Somerset to Balfoyen in under an hour. When the messenger arrived with word of the shipwreck, he was warm in bed with a flagon of mead.
Pardon my saying so, but you were obviously doing well for yourself. What brought you here? I'm surprised he had one left to hand out. Apologies, I should explain. Our agents give these to the infirm, so their need is not questioned when they petition us for aid. Cindertail was very liberal with his tokens. We thought his Sench tigers would be useful to have around, guard duty and such, but between his tiger's sugar habit and his handing out Hollow Moon tokens like candy, he practically emptied out our stores. Can you lift coin from a rich man's pocket without getting your hand stuck in it? Then talk to Valir upstairs. He might have something for you.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
Hello.
Vadi sent you? She thinks perhaps you can do work for us? Who are you to know so little, yet offer so much? Maybe you are less interested when you hear what we do? You are familiar with the custom of property ownership, yes? I have a thing. It is mine. You take it, it is still mine, yes? Why? Because I did not give it to you. And if you are starving, and use what you took to feed your belly, is it still mine? No. Whatever you stole, food, money to buy food, silks to trade for food, it is inconsequential next to saving you from death. You think we should work for our bread, yes? But many can't work. They're injured, sick, or just too hungry. The Hollow Moon gives them what they need. Perhaps we're wrong to steal, but if the world were a more virtuous place, we wouldn't need to. Many of them appreciate what we do. Sometimes a merchant falls on hard times. His stock is poor, or the price of sugar is too high. Then he needs us too, yes? But what about you? Are you still interested in helping the Hollow Moon? Of course, of course. Now, I was hoping you could assist me with a rather delicate matter that has presented itself. Shanra, leader of the merchants here, has threatened to call in the Thalmor. This is a problem. Jod's chariot understands that we provide a valuable service. The Thalmor is unlikely to agree. We need to change. This place was not always a trading post. It was built upon a tomb whose gauntlet of traps have kept it sealed for generations. If the stories are true, it holds untold riches. We can use them to persuade Shanra to leave us be. There lies the trouble, yes? The only known entrance to the tomb is within Jod's Hall. The place is teeming with guards. We will need their cooperation to gain entry to the tomb. Go to Jod's Hall and speak to Tulaira. If I am right, she is no happier about Shanra's decision than we are. Once you are inside, you must retrieve what treasure you can and return to me here. Thank you, my friend. While many have attempted the tomb's gauntlet of traps, none have returned to tell the tale. There are many dangers ahead of you. Be careful. If Shanra calls in the Thalmor, that's the end of Jod's chariot. They won't be necessary any longer. Besides, Jod's chariot has always respected what we do, even if they do arrest us from time to time.
Hello. There was a time this place was nothing but a game trail, if you believe it. Black saps used to ambush old coins not familiar with the Valenwood. That's where I came in. Know these woods like the back of my hand. Black saps never saw us coming.
I can't believe it's come to this. I should be leading my clan out of the Strid right now.
So much pain. It's too much.
Ah, come to do business? To browse our fine markets, perhaps? You will find things in Redford not sold outside of elsewhere. My pride and joy, a trading coaster sprang up from ruins thought lost to Valenwood long ago. A bustling hive of merchants and customers. It has its faults, don't get me wrong, but nothing a little coin can't fix, no? Well, one cannot be successful without attracting a few undesirables, yes? In Senchal, I would be glad to feed a few thieves. They feed the hungry and keep things interesting. But here in Valenwood, in Senchal, thieves flaunt their abilities and keep each other in check. They give to the hungry, keeping little more than what they need to survive. Here, they hide in the shadows, benefiting no one. They are not all this way, but such is the rule. An exception to the rule, Valer makes a good show of the Senchal life. If not for him, I would have brought in the Thalmor long ago. But times are tough. Each day one of my merchants is fleeced of his wares. This cannot be allowed to continue.
Hello.
Here.
Smells good. Maybe if I wait, they share.
If the prices of moon sugar were not so high, there is so much more this one could make. As it is, we must make do with what the Bosmer provide.
The Wood Elves. They do not eat plants, yes? So where do they get their ale? Fermented milk. They call it jaga, yes? Hearty, sweet, and it goes down smoothly. A Salkin could drink forever.
Junk. All of this is junk. You've been stumbling all over Redfur like a mead-soaked goat. Is there a party somewhere I missed? It better not be. I hate missing parties.
Only the finest merchandise.
Delectable sweets from the heart of elsewhere, brought here at great expense. You seem quite the discerning walker. Care to browse?
Here.
Yes.
She's waiting. That other woman.
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen Esti winter site.
Rajine's mantle? General Endare has another feather in her cap.
Not exactly. I heard she died recovering it. Must have been a really vicious frost troll.
A small bottle of wine, a pair of boots and some pickled horvor for the road. Not so much to fret over, yes? So why the stockade? This one is just going to steal them back tomorrow, no?
Don't bring any trouble to Redfur Trading Post.
This is all a horrible mistake.
She's waiting.
I'm sorry, we can't chat for long. I'm waiting for someone. Truly, you were so honest about Cindertail. I would not have expected you to associate with the Hollow Moon. Such is life, I suppose. Valir's messenger said he had a plan. You play some part in it, I expect? Is he mad? Why would he ask for such a thing? He knows the danger. Yes, I see. The treasure of Anabi could certainly be persuasive. It may be our only chance of keeping the Thalmor out of our affairs. I'll give you the key, but please, be careful. I don't want your death on my hands.
They've gone to see Shanra. If you hurry, you might catch them. You have it, yes? The treasure? A free agent. Not that it matters. Not really.
I feel awful.
Hulara and Valier working together. Punabi, did you ever think we would see this day?
No, Shanra.
Come now, smile. Only good can come of such an auspicious alliance.
You are wise to say so, Shanra.
Such flattery. Tell me, why have you called me here?
We have a gift for you, Shanra. To show our appreciation and solidify our friendship. And I believe it has just arrived. My friend, if you would do the honors.
Shanra is honored. Tell me, what have you brought? Spices? Gemstones, perhaps? Wherever did you get this marvelous gem? Legend has it that Joan was struck by a bolt of light. For but a second, she turned from her twin, and overtaken by sadness, shed a single tear. Jode brushed it from her cheek, and it fell to the desert below. Joan's tear, such a beautiful gem. Of course not, a fanciful tale. This jewel was cut from a Varla stone by Azesas, greatest jeweler of the First Era. But it's a good story, isn't it? And will fetch a fine price. You do your friends credit. Such a prize deserves a fine reward. I thought you might have something in mind, seeing as you went through all the trouble of procuring this precious jewel. Name your price. Ah, clever and loyal. A rare combination. Very well. I prefer not to have the Thalmor looking over my shoulder anyhow. Instead, we will invest in Jode's chariot. Our coffers still need guarding, yes? As the hollow moon waxes, it is only fair that we balance the scales. We will invest significant capital in bolstering our esteemed protectors. Otherwise, we might find ourselves waiting in one of Valir's famous lines, no?
My good friend, you have done so much for us and asked so little in return. If all my agents were so skilled and selfless, we might bring our services to the world. With Shanra appeased, we will continue to do what we do best. While I am sure Jode's chariot will try to stop us, they will never blot us out entirely, no? Thank you, my friend. We would not be here without your help.
Balance will be restored before too long, I think. With laurels, wine, and crushed velvet lining, yes?
Did you know that there was something in those ruins after all?
His shaking has slowed. Perhaps when he wakes, he will be cured of his addiction.
Do you see something you like?
Soon, this one must return.
I truly enjoy my work. Creating graceful armor that protects you completely? It's very satisfying.
I suppose you wish to see my fine gems. I don't stint on the quality of my stock. Prepare to be impressed.
Greetings. I have a wide selection of rare delicacies, if you are buying. Eggs from the legendary Wamasu, perhaps?
I have to get her back. She's all I have left.
Someone around here needs to make sure work gets done, goods get sold, and it's usually me. Did you want...
I pray you can help me, good traveler. They have her, and I'm desperate. My daughter, Laracel. Bandits took her, and I don't have the money to pay the ransom. I don't know what to do. No, it's no use. The gods are in league with the brigands, paid off. Please, no one else will help me. I believe they're keeping my daughter in a nearby camp. You have to help her.
Someone around. You can buy...
Are you here to help me? Please, hurry! Quickly, untie me! They could be back at any moment. Nello sent another poor bleeding heart, boys. Get in here.
Move to flank!
What are you doing here? Why aren't you saving my daughter? Wait! You don't understand! They made me do it! I mean, yes, they gave me a cut of their takings, but what choice did I have? They threatened to rob me of everything I own. Anything you say! Of course, I never spent a single coin from what the bandits gave me. I couldn't stand to. I'd happily give it all to you if you'd let this go. Please? Think long and hard. It'll be worth your while, and I'll never deal with those bandits again, I promise. You don't have to turn me in. Just take me out back, and I'll give you everything in my stash.
Did you hear? Regine's mantle was discovered at the Fallenesti winter site.
Yes? What's the Is that Neller the innkeeper? He's an upstanding citizen.
Not exactly.
What? No. Impossible. We've had disappearances recently, but Neller sending travelers to their doom. This is unthinkable. This is a blight on our community. Our own innkeeper, responsible for leading visitors to bandits. Bad hospitality. Thank you for bringing him to us. We'll see he gets what he deserves.
A small bottle of wine.
You should have taken the gold.
Someone around here needs to make sure work gets done, goods get sold, and it's...
Greetings.
I, Buffsteron, have the best food available for miles. How do I know this? Because it is from right here. Nowhere is it fresher. And it can be so fresh because I no longer need to worry about my supply being stolen, so I need not bury it.
Hail! I've heard of your deeds in fair traveler. That was just as well done.
Only the finest wares here.
Welcome to our humble guild hall, fellow fighter. How are things out there? I'm itching to return to active combat.
Hello. Welcome to the Red Fur Fighters Guild, such as it is.
I suppose you'd like to take a look at my stock.
Ah, another intrepid traveler visiting our rustic outpost.
Ah, you come to see what is on offer in Redford. Even here, this one can procure useful things for mages. Have a look.
Who knew that loam and animal skins could make such delightful flooring? I tell you, the stone in most guild halls are murder on my feet. But I do ramble.
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen Esti winter site.
Rachine's mantle? General Endare has another feather in her cap.
Not exactly. I heard she died recovering it. Must have been a really vicious frost troll.
Did you meet the new commander? sharp and close.
This isn't a good time. This isn't a good time.
Out, damn you!